Welcome to your daily focus for August the 16th, 2022. So we have Mercury trining Uranus today, which will bring in all that change, all that excitement in your life that you are hoping for, that you are wishing for, that you want to have happen in your life, but without the chaos. So we'll get into that, but let's start at the beginning. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, you guys absolutely rock. So thank you. We have the 16 energy today. The 16 energy is about awakenings. You know, if you can kind of see a foundation and a house kind of built, and half the house just kind of gives away and falls away to rubble. That's the 16. And we're in full moon energy, so know that what is being removed needs to be removed in order for us to really go forward. Maybe we can't see it, maybe we don't understand it, maybe we think that, but we don't get the chaos today. We don't get the chaos because Mercury trine Uranus is here, but still the 16, it usually is now we can make our own choices on how to do that. We may say, you know, this wall needs to come down and we need to rebuild it. We need to rebuild it properly so it's strong, so we can be centered on our path, so that we can walk with an integrity, with a courage, with a strength. A 1 plus 6 is a 7. It's about standing in your truth. Absolutely. And yet, under the 7 energy, it's also about making those compromises. So make sure that you're just not giving away your power or who you are as a person in the compromise in order to create the harmony or the balance, the security perhaps. Now, if we do the numerology of the day, it's a 21. The 21 is the world card. The 21 is about going into beautiful, creative, birthing energy. But before we do, we need to tie up some loose ends. So we are in full moon energy. So full moons are all about completion, healing, letting go, moving past. So you don't want to take all this with you. First of all, it will slow you down. It will remain the burden it is now in your life. But also we want to make room for the new experiences, the new opportunities, the new relationships. So we need to make room as well. So it's a beautiful time. And it's a very strong energy right now to let go of habits and behaviors that work against you, that serves no purpose. Or if it does serve a purpose, it's probably not a good one. Changing up your routines, adding something different, taking something away. And basically, we're trying to create time in our life, or energy in our life, or resources in our life to let in those things that we want. So maybe right now you'd love to do it, but you don't have any time to do it. So this is about looking at your path and looking at your now and looking at your routine. And maybe you're making some compromises with yourself. Well, how about we give this up short term, because we could have it long term way down here again. But for now, we need that time. And it could be as simple as you were in the habit of going to the coffee shop every morning, and now you're going to brew it at home. So now you don't have to get the car going, go into traffic, or walk the distance, or whatever it might be for you. And you're not taking that time away. And you're gaining, 20, 30 minutes right there just by brewing your own cup of coffee. Or tea, whatever it might be. So in 2 plus 1 is a 3 energy. So it is about creation. It's about planting the seed. It's about getting out in nature. It's about being inventive. It's about giving birth to something. So before we give birth to it, we want to be specific in what it looks like. We don't just want to say, well, I need money to come in. Because you could find $1 the next day, or a dime for that matter, a penny, and pennies don't exist in Canada. But I'm used to saying the penny, old school girl here. And you've reached your goal. You have more money. It's definitely not what you thought it was going to be. So get specific. Take some time to think about what you really want to invite into your life, manifest into your life, create into your life. Create your reality going forward in some way, your path going forward, your goals, the steps you need to take, must take. And see it evolve. See what the end picture does look like. Oh my. And I am thirsty. That's all it is. I'm parched. Okay, so back to the reading. Sun in Leo, beautiful, beautiful fire energy. And then we have the moon. Now, the moon stays in Aries all day. I think it's like bedtime when the moon actually moves into Taurus. And what a perfect time for the moon to move into Taurus, because Taurus is like putting on the brakes, stopping us, making us slow down, making us appreciate the world around us. So that is the energy that we'll be waking up to. So we really do have another full day in Aries. So I don't know what your day was like yesterday, but if it was full of energy, or you were getting lots of different things done, and you utilized that energy so effectively, you're very proud of your accomplishments. Because you're looking back now, and look back, absolutely. At the end of the day, look back at what you've done. And some people don't like doing that because they don't want to see what they've done or not done. But it's a good habit to get into. So there you go. I'm giving you a new habit, so get rid of the old one. To really understand how much you actually do in a day. How great you really are. You'd be amazed. You know, I always tell people if they're bad at keeping a checklist, okay, making a list and sticking to it, then make a checklist that you can do. Because you don't want to make the checklist at the very beginning and sabotage yourself and thinking that you can't do it, because you can. So tonight before you go to bed, write on the list of things to do tomorrow. And it's wake up, stand up, make the bed, go to the bathroom, and brush your teeth. Okay, so you do all of that, and then you sit down to eat your breakfast, and you do your checklist, and you're like, I've done everything already. My gosh, I've got all that done already. Huh. Then you think, well, what am I going to do now? What's my next 5 things? And write them down. And then slowly increase the difficulty in completing that task, okay? Like, you don't want them all to be like that all the time, because eventually you'll just be like, yeah, I'm really not doing all that much. But it gets you into the habit of looking at the list, checking off the list. And trust me, you want to check off the list. You want that list, you're the person that loses the list, because you don't want to have to check it off later and see that you didn't do some stuff. No. You don't need to invite that stress in. Let's just lose it and be done with it. We'll get done what we can remember. So it kind of motivates you when you're checking off those really simple to-do tasks to make another list and make another list and make another list. And before you know it, you're making very strong decisions before you go to bed of what you are going to accomplish before noon the next day. Because that's what it got into, right? You had several lists throughout the day. It wasn't one list for the day, it was several. Because we're going with the flow and we're staying in the moment. And with Uranus so busy, we do not want to make concrete plans if we don't have to. Now, Mercury is trine Uranus, and that brings in change in our life. That brings in excitement in our life. It's kind of like like things just happen. Things just happen in your life. And it could be in any area of your life, absolutely. But it's without the chaos that has been surrounding everything that's been happening in your life lately. You go to do something and you know that you're going to be sad, and it ends up being tragic. You go to do something and you know you're going to have a nice time, and you have a fabulous time. So it's the extremes, but it's both ends. And before I forget, can we all just take a moment and pray for Jerry and Jerry's mom? Okay, because Jerry went to visit his mom and she's fragile. And, if we all send a prayer of love and light to them, it would help them tremendously. So, anyways, back to so Jerry, you popped into my head. Sorry. But I do have you in my prayers all the time. You know that. And I will include your mom, absolutely. So under Mercury trine Uranus, follow your intuition. It is vitally important that you follow your intuition, and you be very flexible, and you be very open-minded about the opportunities that you see, that you ponder about, that you think about, that you, in some way, it comes in. Remember that full moon energy. And if you don't remember the full moon energy, I leave it up on my YouTube site, right? My main page, so that you can find it easily. It's always right there for you. I always change the moons for you, because you need to go back to that. You need to understand what's really there. And we have the revelations. We have the epiphanies. We have the aha moments over the next, another week, a week and a bit, maybe, week. So follow your intuition right now. Be very flexible and be very open-minded, which is very easy to do today. Once we go into the Taurus moon, we'll feel the brakes a little bit on all that. So really utilize that and, bring it to your consciousness. Should I do that? Well, what is my heart telling me? What is my gut telling me? What is my brain telling me? What kind of emotion do I feel when I think about that? Is it happiness? Is it joy? Am I getting more relaxed, or am I tensing up? Oh my gosh, the fear is starting to overtake me already. So what is your body telling you? That's your intuition. You're taking your sight, your sounds. Although, we'll have the Taurus. Oh, we had a chime. Threw me right off what I was going to say, though. Okay, so let's just go to the cards then, shall we? So watch, it is a good horoscope this week with Mercury trine Uranus. We see we're in unhealthy relationships, and it's about breaking those bad habits with the 16 energy especially. Okay, let's see what we got here. So look at this, Two of Swords, decision, and I kid you not, this is following your intuition. Okay, take a really good look at that card. The waters are so turbulent behind us. So we have been through a lot of chaos, because it is behind us now. We are on land now. But now we have to make that decision. And we can ask people, and we can look outside of ourselves for the answers. But we're wearing a blindfold for a reason, and that is because we need to go within. That we've already got the answer inside. We just have to admit to that answer, because it might take courage. It might take strength to follow through. It might take bravery to follow it through. Because that's not the option you were hoping for, but it's got to be that way. So know that this is all moving you in the right direction, okay? But really think about it before you act. But it's looking inside. And we're wearing that crimson red. And, I think of the root chakra when I see that kind of red. That we're balanced, that we're centered, that we are... So slow down your breath a little bit. Okay, drink that hot cup of cocoa. Okay, breathe it in. It smells good, doesn't it? And now we're just going to cool it off a little bit. So, and even if you do that 3 or 4 times, it's actually a thing where if you exhale longer than your intake, your body automatically starts to calm down. So it's an easy way to get yourself into a nice position where you can really think about the decisions you need to make in your life. What are the challenges? What are the obstacles? What are the great results? What are the different things that can happen because of it? And that light comes down. Look at that light. So I would pray. Ask God, your angels, your spirit guides, the cosmos, the universe, that divine energy. Have a conversation about it. You'll be amazed at the decisions you come to and how to handle it. Okay, first card is the Devil. It's about our habits. It's about our behaviors. It's about letting that old part of ourselves go. It's about full moon, closure, completion, healing, moving past. It's letting it go. Falling down like ashes. Burning away to nothingness. So we can be reborn. So that we can, recreate ourselves, reinvent ourselves, decide who we are going to be in our next steps. You know, maybe you were always that kid, children should be seen and not heard. Zip it. And you learned really fast how to zip it and become invisible. And now, in order to do what you want to do in life, you have to be visible, and it's a hard thing for you to do, but you can do it. There's a sense of bravery in what we're doing. And I don't think I've ever used that word I think it's like nine or 10 years now I've been here, actually. I looked the other day and it was like, whoa. So, Page of Wands. Page of Wands, the world's wide open to you. What do you truly want? What do you want to step into? What do you want to create? What does your reality look like going forward? What are the successes that you will celebrate down the road? Because we have a very bleak landscape here that we can do almost anything with. Really, the sky's the limit. And the 16 energy today was breaking through that glass ceiling, right? Understanding where we need to let go so that we can move forward in the way we want. So meditation, prayer, gratitude are all things that should be practiced today. And look at this, the Knight of Swords. We want to go. We want to create. We want to manifest. We want to start new beginnings. And we want it now. And we jump on our stallions and we yell charge. And it's Uranus. Things happen. Things open up. So think about it. I don't think this is an energy that we should just gallop away into the field. I mean, knights are not kings or emperors for a reason, because they still make a lot of mistakes. So we don't want to just jump on. I would have to say we don't want to jump on that horse, but if you really think about what you want, if you really let go of some of those things that are really holding you back, that cause you anxiety, that cause you fear, to work through some of that stuff, and then understand what you really want to create, what you want to step into. By the end of the day, you just want to go. And maybe it's the whole day, because you have your sights on something, your focus on something. So the more you can put your focus on your dreams, your goals, your desires, it's going to be a beautiful day for you. Now remember, you're going to feel that energy, and like I said yesterday, don't take on too much. Okay? That energy is still around us, so don't bite off more than you can chew. But it's very good energy. It's very good energy to work through some things, to understand what we need to release. And pretty soon the sun is going to be going into Virgo, and that's when we're going to get it all done. So, the dove, take a leap of faith. I'm just going to have a little sip of water here because I'm parched. So, so good. Dove, take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Once again, that bravery comes out, right? Take a risk, take a chance on yourself. Start preparing the starting point for that new adventure by clearing the path today. By going with the flow, seeing where opportunity lies, paying attention to it. When you hear that knock on the door, you might want to open the door. You might want to at least go, hello, who's there? Because it might be something very wonderful. I mean, the dove comes in. We had the dove yesterday with the Ace of Cups as our first card. Now the dove comes in here today, telling us to take a leap of faith. Okay. The sacred dove serves as a reminder that there is always hope, new possibilities, and miracles waiting just around the corner. That is so Uranus. And Uranus has been highlighted for, a week solid in our lives now, if not two. Uranus has been very, very busy keeping us on our toes, changing things around. Enjoy each day as an adventure and live each moment to the fullest. Take a leap of faith and trust where the universe is taking you. This is your time to seize your unlimited potential and embrace yourself for new beginnings. So, your time to seize your unlimited potential and embrace yourself for the new beginnings. Embrace yourself for the new beginnings. So they're not the new beginnings yet, but we are preparing ourselves. We are clearing the path. We are clearing the clutter. This is your time to seize your unlimited potential and embrace yourself for new beginnings, adventure, and joy. The mantra is, I live in peace, accept miracles, and embrace new possibilities. I embrace new possibilities. I accept miracles. I embrace possibilities and miracles at all times in my life. I welcome those things in. Okay, let's go to our animals. Personal choice. Close your eyes. Now, what animal do you see? What strengths do they have? What they're known for? What wisdom do they share? With you, with the collective, with each other? Embrace these qualities. Okay, open your eyes. What animal did you see? Leave it in the comments, please. I'd love to know. I didn't even know that one was in the deck. We've never had that before. So how cool is that? Just a little perk to the deck. So anyways, it is a beautiful energy to figure out what habits, behaviors we want to let go of. If we don't decide, the universe, God, our angels, that divine energy will intervene and make sure that we clear house so that we can step into the new beginnings. Those decisions we're making now It's bravery. So root chakra. Center yourself. Couple of sips of hot cocoa will do it for you. And just think about what you need to do. What are the pros? What are the cons? What are other people telling you? What do you think? And ponder it, contemplate it, and look within for the answers. Because that may just be that knock on the door. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.